Hey guys, welcome back. It's Billy. Just going to actually talk about a recent SGC return and reveal. I just got it back today. We're gonna open it up blindly on camera. I did not look at the grades, which I really wanted to because it took so long. A lot of this stuff is just PC stuff for me. Stuff that from baseball, football from the 80s, 90s era. So it's just, and a lot of Titans PC stuff for me as well. But I'm going to open it up on camera and you guys can enjoy it with me. But sent these off way back in April and they just came back today. So I'm excited. So let's turn the camera around and dig right in. So here is my 50 card SGC submission. I sent these in way back in April, sent them in on April 22nd. So as of today, it's been a little more than 7 weeks. They are advertising a 15 to 20 business day turnaround, and this is more like 30. But I mean, what are you going to do? You get the other option, send the stuff into PSA and wait 4 months. But hopefully things are getting better, and we will see. So as you can see, I got 2 boxes here from SGC. They're still sealed. And then this here, which is a bummer because there are a couple of cards that did not get slabbed. So for one reason or another, we'll see what they are here in a minute. And we'll actually, let's just go ahead and open those up now and see. Slide these out of the way. Yeah, this is a bummer. Some of this stuff that I sent in was PC stuff. Well, the majority of this stuff was PC stuff, but let's see the reason for them not doing these. No questionable authentication. Interesting. 2008 Donruss Threads, Donovan McNabb. Oh man, that was a bummer. That's my that is my son's PC. Beautiful card. So yeah, they graded it. No grade, questionable authentication. Number 48 of 50. That's a huge bummer. I don't even remember where we got this card. I've been buying these things for years off of eBay, and of course you see a lot of ones that jump out as fakes, but this one came out in what, 2008, and I've had it for at least that long. I bought a bunch around that same time. I hope my Chris Johnson and Vince Young, because I got a bunch of like really killer patches in here. I hope they were able to be authenticated because they're really sweet patches like this, and they're all from around the same time period, and I bought them all at the same time. So second one here, oh, man, this came right out of a pack. This Javon Curse. So this is from 90, what is this? No, this is early 2000s. 2002 Topps Finest, 342 out of 999. Same reason given, no grade, questionable authentication. That is a huge bummer. You can see right there, everything doesn't look like there's been any tampering, with the patch. Usually you can see there's areas around here where it's lifted up or dinged or whatnot. And that, I have had this literally for 20 years. That's a bummer. Starting to feel bad for my Chris Johnson and Vince Young. Now this is a real heartbreaker. I have had this one again 20 plus years. This is a 2000 Fleer Tradition Eddie George Patchworks. Look at that. Again, no evidence of tampering around the around where the patch is. I mean, I get it. There are fake patches out there, but there's also real ones too. I don't know what their reasoning is. They're not giving anything else other than okay, so it looks like my Chris Johnson got graded, but my Vince Young did not. Again, just says questionable authentication, and I got this the year it came. I actually got this just a couple, well, we switched to red light here. Roxanne's putting on the red light. Turn that back on, white mode. There we go. It wants to go to color, or there we go, white, I guess. We'll keep this handy just in case it does it again. But this is a 2007 Leaf certified. Got this when this came out. Look at that, Vince Young. Golly, that is, again, I mean, it's cool that I've got them in the collection, but I just wanted to have them slabbed, you know. And this is number 10 of 20. And of course, these low numbers, these mirror golds, they had really great patches in them. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that, but that makes me feel good though that at least my Chris Johnson is slabbed. So let me pause here for 1 second and I'll be right back. I just wanted to grab my sheet and see what I had these guys pre-graded at. So the McNabb, I had, what is that? That Fleer Donruss threads. I had that at a 9. It's a beautiful card. I had that pre-graded at a 9, but like I said, these I'm really just bummed. I wanted them in a slab. You know, they're PC. This is my son's PC card, and then the rest were mine. These are all bummers, but it is what it is. The Curse Finest, I had that at a 9 as well, because these are tough, you know, because you can see sometimes that can be hard to grade, but it's a really beautiful card. Other than that, again, numbered in $9.99, and I have had that for 20 plus years. It's a shame. Moving on, the George. I had this guy. I had my pre-grading on that. I had that at an 8.5 or a 9. Just a really nice card. Again, another one that I've had for 20 plus years. And then lastly, the Vince Young, I had pre-graded at a 6 to a 7 because, man, it's such a thick card. You can see there, being such a thick card, there were some issues on the, of course you can't see, this thing's not going to want to focus, on the corners. There were some issues here on the corners. They were rolling up, you know, the laminate was rolling up, but yeah, you can see a little bit right there. So I had that graded at a 6 or a 7. Like I said, I didn't care if it had came back like that. I just wanted it slabbed. It's a PC piece, still a beautiful piece. I'll just put it in the collection without a slab. Now let's get to the rest. Just had, like I said, I had to get my paperwork. And let's open up one of these guys here. Go ahead. I know one of them's going to have my receipt in it as well. Pull these guys out. Yeah, there's my paperwork there. This is my first time. I've seen a million of these. A million of you guys do this on YouTube, but I have never done it myself. My smolt's on the bottom. It's my first time doing it myself. So let's just go ahead and get these two stacks set up here. There's one. Get the second one out of the way. Again, a lot of this stuff is my PC stuff, guys. So hopefully it's stuff that you enjoy seeing. I mean, there's a lot of 80s, you know, some 70s, 80s, 90s baseball, and then some football stuff in there as well. Boy, they packed that one tight. There we go. '89 Upper Deck. Don't get excited. It's not a Griffey. My Griffey, I didn't think was going to get a 9. I wasn't going to grade it unless it was going to get a 9er. But I might send it in because it's probably going to get an 8. But at this first submission, I was being extremely picky, which you should always be extremely picky with this stuff. You know, the stuff is expensive. Let's get it make it the best it can be. All right, without further ado, let's just start here. Looks like they've got him going backwards. So, move them out of the way. This, as you can see, it's a passing the torch, certified materials passing the torch, Vince Young and Steve McNair. No, it's a Donruss Elite passing the torch. Yeah, McNair and Young. I had pre-graded this an 8.5. This is a beautiful card, numbered out of 50, I think. Yeah, 12 of 49. Let's see what I got. Oh, a 9. Nice. So that was first one, surpassing my expectations there. Beautiful card. Very nice. And RIP to the legend there, Steve McNair. So there, first one. Get a 9. Next, what do we have here? This is a SP Authentic Dustin Keller Rookie Authentics Auto Patch. I had put down my guess for the pre-grade at an 8.5 to 9. This is a beautiful patch. I'm so glad this one. You guys saw the ones that didn't. This is why I was so bummed for the ones that did not get authenticated, did not get slabbed, because of stuff like this. Look at that. Beauty. Woo! 10-9. That's sick. That is sick. Man, I'm so glad my Chris Johnson got what wasn't in the stack that didn't get authenticated. But now you guys see why I was so bummed about the ones that did not get authenticated, because I've had these literally for years. Here's my Kenny Britt rookie, again from the PC. This is an SP Authentic Kenny Britt from 2009. Another one I had pre-graded at a 8.5 to a 9. Let's see what we get here. There's the Kenny Britt. And it's numbered out of 999. 10-8. Okay, so 10. Let's take a look. 10 on the auto, 8 on. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a PC card, so I'm extremely happy to have it. And I would have been, like I said, over the moon at the others if they had came back 8s. But you know, I pre-graded them 9s. Hell, even the Vince Young, I had pre-graded at a. I would have been happy if it were a 6 or a 7, just because I wanted it slabbed. But got an 8 on the Kenny Britt with a 10 auto. Still nice. But that's the first one I missed. I was at about an 8.5 on that one, but an 8. Here's the one that I really was wanting a nice rate. I guessed an 8 to an 8.5 on this Chris Johnson rookie. This is a upper deck. Was it 2008 SP Authentic? It's number 288. Yeah. So let's see what we've got here. Look at that patch, guys. Woo! That's awesome. Again, this is another one of those sick pieces. The CJ, it is what it is. This has been in my in my PC since 2008, since before he was CJ 2K. And what would I guess this at? An 8 to an 8.5. So it looks like we already know the auto is a 10. 8.5, right where that was the high end of where I wanted it. That is awesome. I am pumped. That is sick. Sick, sick, sick. I love that. You guys should see the smile on my face there. here, and trust me, we'll get through these Titans pieces real quick, because I just have a couple. Those were the ones I put at the end. This Kenny Britt is a National Treasures Colossal Prime jersey, numbered out of 15, as you can see. This is a sweet, sick patch. Let's see, looks like, I think it's going to be this corner. Yep. There we go. Look at that. That patch is awesome. 8.5. So they did not authenticate. Oh, because there's no autograph. Duh. But an 8.5. I had that at a, yep, 8.5 to a 9. So right on with that one. Love that patch. But again, like I said, guys, I don't know why they wouldn't authenticate those others. But it is. It is. No sense in beating a dead horse. Here's a Javon Curse, number, what is that, 6 of 25. This is a Topps Finest. Nope, they didn't authenticate that Finest. This is a Donruss certified Prime Cuts jersey die cut, number 6 of 25. And I have that pre-graded at an 8.5 or a 9. Look at that. That is sweet. Triple patch. Look at those colors. 8.5. That is right where I thought it was going to land. This one I was really stoked for too. I heard he just got arrested this weekend. I'm like, oh, dang it, Pac-Man. This is Adam Jones, rookie, SP Authentic, number 227. I had pre-graded this one as a 9. Look at that. Love that Oilers throwback 3-color patch there. Autograph, got a 10. 8.5. Okay. Well, I was at a 9. I'll take an 8.5. I mean, that's, like I said, this is PC stuff, so I'm cool with that. Nice piece. Planet Metal. This is a Planet Metal Scott Rowland. These are tough to grade. I graded this as 8.5 to a 9. As you can see, man, these die cuts, they're really tough. But I had pre-graded this at an 8.5 to a 9. There's the front. Nine. Nice. Beautiful card. Trying not to hold too long on this one. Look at this. So I had been going through my junk wax era stuff and trying to find some really cool cards that were hard to find in good condition, hard to grade, and this was one of those. This is a Bill Clinton Leaf Triple Play, quote unquote rookie card, and I had this one at a 9. Let's see what old Bill Slick Willie ends up getting. But look, now that white spot is not on the card. That is dust that's inside of there. Trust me, that white spot is not on there whenever I submitted it. This was a really clean corner. I mean, just the slightest of white showing there, but I had this picked as a 9. 9.5. Ooh, that is sweet. That is sweet. Some of these I may keep. They're definitely not PC. Like, that's not a PC piece. I just went through a lot of my stuff from that era and just found a few things like this one here. Some of these things I may get rid of. This is one that I might get rid of too. It is a Pat Mahomes, of course, dad to Patrick Mahomes. This is one of his harder to find or harder to grade cards. This is a Leaf rookie, gold Leaf rookie, Pat Mahomes. And I had this graded, pre-graded at a 9 as well. There you go. $9.5. Wow. I was trying, like I said, I was trying to be very conservative with the grades, and that is a beauty right there. Nice grade. Next is I had a couple 93 Finest refractors. I was like, why would I have graded a Doug Jones card? But this is a 93 finest refractor. They were just sitting in boxes for years, so they're not the best. I was thinking like 7.5s on each of these. They have some issues, but they're really nice. They show up really well. I can't remember what it was. I think it was probably minor scratching on them, but I had them at like a 7.5. Ooh, an 8. Nice. Better than what I thought. Doug Jones, Topps Finest. So that's one that will probably end up being available if somebody's looking to trade something or just buy it outright. I may get rid of that. Same with this Alan Trammell. If you PC Tigers or Trammell, feel free to reach out. But this is another one from the 93 Finest refractor set that I had graded, and I was thinking it was a 7.5 as well, and it's a 7. Like I said, there were a couple scratches on these. They've been set in boxes for 30 years, 32 years, but it's still a beautiful card. I love the way it looks in a tux. Johnny Damon rookie. Speaking of things that I had just laying around in boxes, I had some 93 SP, and this was one of them. This is a Johnny Damon rookie. I don't know that it's necessarily a rookie, but it is a whatever they call it, a star rookie out of this series. Upper Deck SP Johnny Damon, yeah, premier prospect. There you go. But check it out. I mean, just other than the little white, little bit of white down there at the corner, this is a beauty. I had pre-graded this Johnny at an 8 to an 8.5, and it came back as an 8. So nice card. Another one from that set. We got a few here from that set, but the other one's a ways up. Here is Manny out of that set. Another gorgeous card. I had actually pre-graded this one at like an 8.5. Again, just you can see that small bump there on the blue. Let's see what we get here. Look at that. I mean, just gorgeous. That there's hardly anything down there on that corner. This is a beautiful card. 9. Nice. I had it at 8.5, got a 9. That is sweet. Love that card. Next here, and this is a set that I absolutely had forgotten all about, but man, I fell back in love with this set when I was going through to see what cards I wanted to grade. And this is a Nolan Ryan from the I believe it's the 92 or 93 Fleer Flare set. Just from a photography standpoint, it's beautiful. From a just a card design standpoint, I love it. And this card was gorgeous. So I thought this was going to get a 9 to a 9.5. 8.5. All right, so a little bit. Again, it's got a super high gloss UV coating on it, so that may have something to do with it. I didn't see any scratches in it or anything, but I love this card. I love this set. There's a couple that I graded out of this set. 8.5, still a decent grade on that one. This is another legendary set. This is the 90 Leaf Nolan Ryan, card number 21. And I had pre-graded this one what did I get on this one? A 9. So as you can see, really clean. 9 it is. Nice one. I have a couple from this set as well. Here's the Sammy Sosa rookie. Slide these back so I can... There you go. Sammy Sosa. What did I pre-grade that one at? I pre-graded this one at a 9 as well. These came out of my set. Just, again, centering looks really good on this one. 9.5. Wow. Nice. Happy with that. Very, very nice. So far, other than those 4 cards that weren't graded, I'm pretty happy with this so far. This stack's been great. Let's hope this stack is treating me just as good. Frank Thomas rookie, again from the 1990 Leaf set. I had pre-graded this one at a 9 as well. So you can see centering on this one is just as nice as Sammy. 9.5, boom. Wow, that is awesome. Sweet. All right, what do we have? PC card here, guys. Growing up, Canseco was the man. I PC'd Canseco. I still sort of do, but really high-end stuff. But I love this card. This was always one of my favorites. And look at how gorgeous this card is. So I thought, you know what? I know it's not a very valuable card, but in high grade, this is a really sought after card, and I would love to have a high grade in my collection. I had pre-graded this at a 9 to a 9.5. 9.5. Wow. Wow. That's sick. Nice. Barry Bonds. This is a... What is this, and why are we jumping out of order on this? This is I believe this is a black Topps black gold. Let's see where they would have went with that one. Barry Bonds, is this card number 1? Yeah, top card. So 2 reasons I sent this in. This is black gold, and it's card number 1 out of the 1993 Topps set. Again, you can see good looking back there, maybe a little bit heavy from this side to that, right to left. But I had pre-graded this at a 9, and that's a tough grade because these things are hard to get high grades in. Black gold, 9, nice. That is, I am happy with that, especially being card number 1 in the set. That's a nice one. Okay, here's another one that I didn't have the most extreme high hopes for. But this is, where did they go with this one? Andres Canseco, is this number 3? Yeah, card number 3 of 8. This is a, I think it's a 91 Donruss, the Elite Series. This is when they were numbered out of 10,000. But man, these things were 1990, maybe 90 or 91 Leaf. I can't remember. It'll tell us on the. It doesn't say on the sheet, but on the front it will say. Gold border, super rare, hard cards to find. Extremely hard cards to grade. There, it turned on the red light again for us. Let's keep this over here. There we go. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of a. It's not really a ding down in the corner, but these are tough cards to grade, especially in high grade. And I picked this one. What did I pre-grade this one as? I pre-graded this one as a 8. 8.5. Nice. The reason I went with an 8 is that bottom, this bottom corner here. It's just got a little bit of a pinch to it, but it's the rest of it is gorgeous. Gorgeous piece. 8.5, I'm happy with that. Again, that's a PC piece. Went through my upper deck stuff. I grabbed a few that I thought would grade 9 or higher, and this is one that I thought would grade 9, 9 or higher, and I actually pegged it as a 9. This is a John Smoltz rookie. As you can see, the centering looks really nice on this one. Ooh, holy smokes, our first 10. That is exciting. That's nice. Awesome. Super stoked. Man, that first stack, guys, I am extremely pumped about that first stack. Let's jump in to the next stack, and starting off, we'll left off with a 10. John Smoltz rookie from 89 upper deck. Let's start off with another, hopefully a high grade, another 89 upper deck, high grade here. This is Gary Sheffield rookie. I picked this one as a 9 as well. 8.5. Okay, so they got me on that one. I missed something on this one, but I'm not gonna harp on it too much because you know what? That first stack was Very, very good to me, like Sammy Sosa would say. Okay, moving forward, this is a 93 Upper Deck Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not sure if this is the trade card or the one. I have them both, but this was a nice one. This is 1B, and I had pre-graded this one as an 8 to an 8.5. And the reason being is, you see this right here. It looked like it was caught whenever they had it in the. They sent it back to me. So this is the trade card. When they sent it back, it had the other card in the top loader, and it left a little bit of a indent here. So I picked this as an 8, and it's an 8. Still a nice card. Shaq's cards are undervalued, I believe. That's a beautiful card, and I love it, of course, from a photography perspective. Our first Michael Jordan of the submission. This is a collector's choice. I know they're not extremely valuable, but this is the I believe this is the silver variation. 1994 Upper Deck collector's choice, silver signature variation, Michael Jordan. So in high grades, this is very sought after. I picked this one as a 9, and it is a 9. Nice. We have now another Michael Jordan. Another collector's choice, Michael Jordan, number 661. Back looks great. This is the one we're shooting. Yeah, and this is 94 Upper Deck collector's choice, 661. I had this as a 8.5 to a 9, and it's a 9. That is the rookie class there, rookie card, collector's choice rookie, and a 9. Nice. Another Michael Jordan. This is the 94 Upper Deck. This is much, much, much harder to get a high grade example of. Back is super clean. I had actually picked this, pre-graded this one as a 9 to a 9.5. So I was being really, really, I was thinking this, I was being pretty confident and cocky on this one. But let's see. Come on, baby. 9. There it is. That's a beautiful card. Jordan rookie, 94 Upper Deck. It's super hard to get in high grades because of that that hollow foil. Beautiful card. Let's see here. Billy Wagner. This is a collector's choice. I believe this is another one of those silver signatures. Yep. I love this photo. Billy Wagner rookie. I had this at a 9 or a 9.5. It was that clean. And it's a 9. All right, that's cool. I was right there where I wanted to be. I was hoping for the 9.5, but I'll take the 9. This one here is a 94 Upper Deck Billy Wagner. This is another one that's harder to grade. I had this one again as a 9 or a 9.5. Again, you can see how beautiful that is. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a 9. Looking now, they're much easier to see when you get them in the slabs with the tucks. You can really, I mean, it stands out immediately, you know. And I really looked through these. I did not naked eye look at these. I looked through these with a loop, and really scoured over them. This thing does this all the time. I apologize. I'm going to get a different light since I'm going to be doing this from here on. But anyway, I had this at a 9 to a 9.5, and look at that, 9.5. That is a gorgeous Billy Wagner rookie right there. That is nice. Although I would love to swap that 9.5 with the Jordan 9.5, but we'll take it in the 9. Let's see. A-Rod. This is a collector's choice, number 647. This is a rookie silver signature. Beautiful card. I had this as a 9, pre-graded as a 9. And that is how she landed. Wonder if I could put in for a job at SGC. I'm just joking, but so far they've been pretty well on. Another A-Rod. This is a beautiful card. This is the Upper Deck checklist, the rookie checklist, classic alumni. And I love that card. I had pegged this one for a 9 to a possible 9.5. And a 9 it is. Another gorgeous card. Derek Jeter, Collector's Choice, number 644. This is the silver signature. I had actually picked this one to be, pre-graded this one to be a 9 or a 9.5. I love that super clean card there. You can see those black corners are just sharp. Come on, 9.5. 9 it is. All right. Still gorgeous, gorgeous card. What do we add here? Score. This is this a Score Select? Derek Jeter. It says it's Score Select. I had this one. Yeah, this is the Select. I love that shot against the clouds. Just so great. First round draft pick, 1993 Score Select. I had this one at a, again, a 9 to a 9.5. And it's a 9. Nice. Derek Jeter. This one is just the regular upper deck. It looks like I had a couple of these, maybe. That's the foil version of that one. Look at how nice that is. I had picked this one. This is 94 upper deck, number 550. I have 2 of these. So this one I had as a 9. And there it is, as a 9. The next one I thought was a little bit cleaner, and I had it with the possibility of getting a 9.5. The other one I just had a straight 9. This one I have a 9 to a 9.5. This one I had is a little bit cleaner, but you can see that is sharp. No scratches. Come on, 9.5. There it is, baby. 9.5. Sweet. Pumped about that. Next is the big boy. You guys know, if you know, you know the back. This is the SP Upper Deck SP Derek Jeter from 1993, the rookie card. A little bit of whitening here, just as you see in a lot of them. There were a couple minor issues. You see the little bit of the scratching here on the foil. Man, the Manny, so you see this a little scratch here and these couple scratches here. A slight bump, little bit of blue, not much on that white, but I gotta guess this is gonna be a 7.5. I have 7.5, hoping for an 8 on this. If it gets an 8, I'll be ecstatic. But 7.5 is where I probably think it's gonna land. 7. Oh man. All right. Well, it is what it is. I mean, those foil, and there you can see there is a slight little foil chip. I remember that when I sent that off. There's nothing you can do about that stuff. You know, it's just there. It is what it is. It's still a beautiful card. It still presents well. I love that we have it in the tux. It's going to be protected from here on out. No more scratching, no more dings. But 7 on the SPG. I was hoping for 7.5 or an 8, but we'll take that. Next is a Ken Griffey Jr. Donruss Diamond Kings. Again, another gorgeous card. I was guessing I pre-graded this one at a 9 and 9.5. Wow, nice. Love that card. Love that, you know, you've got the, it's just gorgeous. So far, so good. I mean, I'm overly happy with this. This is my first submission, in case you didn't know, to SGC. I sent in another, I think, 20 card submission. I sent these in on April 22nd, and then another 2 weeks after that, I sent in another 20. And then 2 weeks after that, I sent in probably another 20 or 25. But this is a 93, what is this? 93 Topps. It's probably a gold, if I'm remembering. Yep. 93 Topps gold Ken Griffey Jr. I had graded this as a, what is that? 93 Topps. 179, 9 to a 9.5, and it's an 8.5. So there's got to be something in this gold that I'm not seeing, because everything else looked really good. I do need to get me a centering tool. Now I can see it's heavy at the top to the bottom, and that's gonna cause a lot of that. Let me see if I can fix this real quick, guys. All right, moving on. We've got an Ovation Ken Griffey Jr. This is, I think, 2000 Ovation. Where do they have this guy at? Yeah, 2000 Ovation. I had this one at a 9 to a 9.5. I love this set. I love the 99 set. I love the 2000 set as well. It's a 10. Nice. Another 10. Second 10 of the submission. Griffey Ovation. Of course, debuting there with his Reds jersey. That one will definitely go to somebody that is diehard Griffey or Reds fan. I do not PC Griffey, but I knew it was going to be a beautiful, beautiful card. There, nice 10. Another Griffey here. This is a triple play. The one we got the 9.5 Bill Clinton rookie out of. This is 1993 triple play. I had this one pegged at a 8.5 to a 9 because this is the what notable nicknames. Yeah, look at that. That is gorgeous. I still had it at a 8.5 to a 9, and there it is at an 8.5. Good looking card though. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. What do we have? 90 Leaf Griffey. And I had this one as a 9. Pre-graded this one as a 9. And let's see. That one looks really good. 10. Boom. Holy crap. That's the third 10 of the submission, folks. 10, 1990 Leaf Griffey. The Kid Jr. Happy with that, as you can tell. This is a 93 triple play, card number 1. Card number 1, Griffey. Looking at the edges and the corners, you can see, especially once they're in the slab, they look really nice. Just this ever so slight bit of white on them. So I had this one at a 9 to a 9.5. It looks like it's a 9.5 to me, though. I mean, it's a 9. Okay, well, I had it at a 9 to a 9.5. We'll take a 9, but it is a gorgeous looking 9. Card number 1, Griffey. Another one that I love. This is home run hologram. What do they call this? Collector's Choice hologram. But I had this listed. I had this pre-graded at an 8 to an 8.5, and I don't remember why. Oh, that corner right there. Yeah, but it's such a beautiful card. Look at that. Home Run All-Stars, Griffey. I had it to an 8 to an 8.5, and it's an 8.5. What a beauty, though. That is sick. Like I said, I was just going through a lot of the junk wax stuff that I had and trying to find some of the better stuff to grade, and I think I did a pretty darn good job. This is a card that was actually in a box. It's a Barry Bonds Upper Deck from 1999, card number 531. It's, I guess, technically a checklist card, but it's Barry Bonds highlights. And highlights checklist, exclusive gold, numbered out of 10, 5 of 10. I had this as a 9 to a 9.5. I mean, it is sharp, especially considering it was in a, and that's not a, that's kind of the design. That black is there on the corner. It's hard to see with that white. But I had this as a 9 to a 9.5. It's a 9. Oh man, I was hoping for a 10 on this, but either way, no matter what this gets, especially a 9 though, this is awesome. The fact that there's only 10 of these. Look at that, number 5 of 10. That one is up for grabs as well. Somebody will end up with that one. Last couple cards here. Barry Bonds rookie. This is out of 86 Tops Traded. Of course, you can see it is a little OC from the top to bottom as well as left to right. On the back, it doesn't matter as much as it does on the front. So I still pre-graded this as a 9 because of that. I mean, it is still really clean. I'm hopeful that it can get a 9, but I do now notice that it is off-centered a little bit more than I would like left to right. So it's probably going to get an 8. 9.5. Woo! Holy crap. But you see there what I'm talking about? I didn't notice it. Like if you look at the white, it's not as noticeable. But if you look at the Pirates, it's definitely off. But then again, they also have the P outside of the box where the S is inside of the box. So that is deceiving. 9.5 though. Look at that. I will take that all day and twice on Sunday. Nice. And last card here. This is out of my PC. It is a 1979 Ozzie Smith rookie card. Back is really, really clean. These are just commonly known for being so far off-centered on the front especially. But this is a nice one. This is really nice. It's still a little OC top to bottom, but I have this at a 7.5. I put this at a 7.5. It's still really clean, and a 7. Okay. Well, I mean, that's still 7.5. I was being a little generous, but hopeful, let's say. But I'm very happy with a 7 with my Ozzie rookie. That is nice for a vintage card in a 7. That is sweet. So guys, that is my first SGC grading reveal. These 4 I'm still bummed on, but either way, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll have more for you here in the next week or so, but anyway, take care.